Very morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC League. Bush with you. Delayed start, but we're almost ready to get underway here. Green Ink up against HSBC Life in Grade 2. Green Ink winning the toss, electing to have a bat. With some us and Raheem Nawaz out in the middle for Green Ink. The countdown is on the scoreboard. We're almost ready to get away here. First shot was seen. One bounce. Terry off. Tidy start from Ramakrishna. Well, commentator's curse as he drags one down leg with the new ball swinging game. The Ninja into the attack for over number 2, just working through some gremlins in the system early on, which is why I didn't commentate much of that first over. Naranjan Naik, the Ninja, over number 2 for HSBC Life. A slip from the Ninja, allowing it to stray onto the pads of Raheem. Takes it to the boundary back of square 4. goes for 4. Then Raheem Noah is castled for balls of green ink on 10. Green ink 10 for 1. Okay, I have got rid of those gremlins, I believe. We should be ready to go now. No more glitchy. So Ninja bowling to Kamal Arag, who starts with 1 in the air, not far past the gully slip fielder, down to deep third for a single. Of course, weather going to be a factor today. Tropical storm. Mitag. I think it's called Mitag. Myra's with me, of course, in broadcast as always. Myra Baloch. That's got to be a no ball because that one did not hit the pitch. He is getting a bit slippery there. That's not for the first time that the Ninja has slipped coming in. Oh, so he decides to put the front foot on the back line. Seems to work. Gets with a dot and a wicket in the over with 7 runs coming from it. After 2, green ink, 12 for 1. Ramakrishnan to continue. A nice forward drive from Kamal. But can't beat the infield. He took off, thought he might, but good piece of fielding. We're in grade 2 for a Friday. Second time seeing green ink this season. They started the season with a win. Were top of the table. Are top of the table probably. Let me go to KCC Match Centre and have a little look. As we watch Erag just punch one forward of square, one bounce into the green ink dugout for 4. Looks to drive on the offside. Clears that back foot, but misses it all. Yeah, heading to the KCC Match Centre, as I always do. Start having a look at the competition centre so I can look at the table. It's the Charlie Bears on top, of course, with their massive win over Standard Chartered. But a win today, green ink, go top of the table, courtesy of a second win as Kamal goes backward at a point, scoops it up and over to the boundary cafe for 4. Third game of grade 2, if we can get it completed. Like I said, weather is going to be very much a factor. Once it starts raining, we're expecting it to stop raining about Sunday afternoon. So hopefully we can get a full game in here. Just looking at the Hong Kong Observatory rain radar. No, that's not promising at all. But hopefully it stays away until the end of this game. I don't think the Friday Masters game that is going to be broadcast from 11:30 a.m. is going to have much fun. Dot for dot. One ball left. Myra's calling a 4 to keep the symmetry. Well, it's not symmetry, but keep the pattern going. Well, he tried hard, but the deep third should stop that one. And does. So it'll be a single to finish off. Arag will retain strike after 3. Green Ink are going at 7s. They're 21 for 1. Anka Kumar for over number 4, and that's been just eased nicely. It won't make the boundary down towards the scoreboard. Kamal wanted 3. It seemed like, no, that's enough. No need for a run out. 2's good. And Ninja just pointing out where that wet, slippery bit is. It's going to get a whole lot wetter and slipperier over the next 7 days. Super typhoon coming next Wednesday. And that time pushed a long way down leg. Another extra in the books. Tries to beat that offside, can't. There's 2 fielders from HSBC Life in the orange shoes out there. Looks very sporting. Not the same shoes, 2 different types of fluorescent orange shoe. And this one's cut away. I don't think Wasim's going to bother running too much further than that because he knows that's gone out to the cover boundary for 4. Runs continuing to flow for Green Ink, even after that early wicket loss. Go back to the KCC Match Centre. Have a look at that first game. Green Ink versus Markor. That was a good one. Green Ink chasing it down in the second last over. Oh, big, thick outside edge. It was pretty wide. Could have left it alone for an extra, but take the single off the bat instead. Of course, Kamal Arag, who's on strike now, 76 not out in that game. Top scorer, player of the match. 7 4s and 5 maximums. So he's the danger man for HSBC Life here. That's a good ball. Generated a bit of bounce from the tall, who is it? Kumar. Watch on the replay. from the reverse angle. Got it up chest height there. Still plenty of runs already. 9 runs off this over with a ball remaining. And again, that's the third time perhaps it's scooped up. Thick outside edge. It doesn't carry to anybody, so it'll be a single. Kamal Arag will retain stroke. 2 overs left to the power play. Green ink, 31 for 1. The Ninja back, bowling over number 5, and he's crunched immediately by Kamal through extra cover for 4. Third boundary to Arag. Decides to go around the wicket to get better foot purchase probably, but it just opens up that angle to Kamal back live, so he goes over the wicket this time. Gets the good delivery comeback. Calls a catch just over the head of mid-off, and it's going to go all the way for 4. Ramakrishnan with the dive in infield, unable to get a hand on that one. You can see just comes into frame there. One of the two with the racy orange shoes on. So been a few so far that have just not fallen into the hands for HSBC Life. This one kept along the ground down to the boundary cafe. Deep third cuts that one off. Another big over for Green Ink comes to an end. 11 coming from the 5th. 42 for 1. Absolutely smoked there from Kamal. He's enjoying that offside. I think HSBC Life will be looking forward to around 3 balls time where they can put a few more players out. They've got the deep cover. And apologies, it's Omjit Kurup, not Kumar, bowling for HSBC Life. That's crunched as well, brings up the half century for Green Ink. 4.4 moves to 52 for 1, Green Ink. And Kamal himself moves to 33. And groundsman Amanat Khan does the fielding for that one. Patrolling and probably making sure they're going to be ready for the rain that is inevitable. Pushes across the body this time, Omjit, and good delivery. End of the over. No. Still one left. No, finished. So that's the power play done. Green Ink getting the half century done inside the power play. They're 52 for 1 after 6. Ninja, first up. Oh, a slip from Wasim. And he'll just jog on down the other end. He's going at a handy, almost run a ball 10. So he's just doing his part while Kamal farms the strike. 33 off 21. Strike rate of 157 for Erag. Wide. You can also look at the stats for the batting and bowling each game whenever you like on the KCC Match Centre. Kamal Erag's now scored 109 runs in the competition. Doesn't have an average. What a good ball that was. How did that not hit the off stump? Myra, fire off a reversed angle replay on that one. I want to see just how close this was. Oof. That gets an oof. And I rarely say oof because I'm too old to be saying oof. But that is an oof ball. Millimetres away from the off stump. And again, another good ball. Keeps it wider this time. Overplayed by Kamal. He needs to try to generate a wicket here, the Ninja. He's got 9 legal deliveries left of his 4-over spell. He's got 1 wicket. Needs to get another. And he seems the most likely, even though that was very wide. More extras than runs off the bat this over, though, is a win because it's just slowing down Erag. And then a bit loose, goes full, but gets away with it. Tidy fielding from Anka, who we thought was bowling earlier, but he's actually at mid-wicket. Omjeet's at a floating mid-on. So, another leading edge. Slip would have snaffled that one. They put a slip in place. He gets the big leading edge that flies down to the gully. If they put the gully in place, the short third. They got a deep third as well. Just haven't been able to get the field where the ball's landed so far this morning, HSBC Life. Cut away hard out through cover point. Well, that's a tidy over. It should be the end of. Only 5 runs coming from it after 7. Green ink, 57 for 1. Now we get to see Ankur Kumar into the attack for the first time today for HSBC Life. Ninja's been sent out to deep mid-wicket. They've got a backward square on the 45 in the deep, long on, long off, and that deep cover position, which means no deep third. It's dropped in very, very short. Got away with it, though. Wasim just cross-batting it out to Kurup at long on. I fear if Ankur was to bowl that ball again right now to Kamal Erag, it may end up in the swimming pool. It's a bit faster. Oh, this should be run out. An easy chance. Goes begging. Well, HSBC Life give Wasim Abbas a life. Maybe that's the business they're in. HSBC Life. Both in business and cricket, because Wasim should have been out. It's an interesting little stroke there from Kamal. I think he was trying to go finer than that, but the backward square can pick that one up. Well, it's Wasim that's going to do it. He doesn't miss out a second time as Ankur drops that one in way too short. And Abbas goes bang. Up and over, forward square for 6. It's a better ball. That's actually a lot closer. 50 partnership, you can see. It was a very good ball. Myra, are we able to get a replay of that one, or has it been a bit late? A bit late. But if there was no bat involved, it actually was a lot straighter than it looked. It looked like it was going down leg, but could have easily... Oh, swatted, gone. One bounce, bang. 4 runs. End of the over, a big one. 12 runs coming from it. 50-run partnership up as well. Green ink, 69 for 1 after 8. Kayur Patel bowling for HSBC Life, and Kamal Arag picking up his 7th 4. He might pick up his 8th here. It's been booted forward, but not over the ropes. So fielded with the boot all the way over to the little red tractor. And one short. I was busy watching the footwork from extra cover, who I'm assuming is Arun Ramakrishnan, but he managed to kick it all the way along from the training nets to the little red tractor. And then they ran one short, so a single, and then they got a wide +1 this time. Another big over, mostly in extras at the moment, 50-50. And they'll find a single to finish off the over. So it'll be 11 runs coming from the 9th. Green ink, 80 for 1. Well, there's one more ball left. So they'll take another single. And it'll be 12 off the over. So how many did we get to in the end there, Maya? 12? We're agreeing that it's 12 runs off that over. Going in exactly 9s as Kumar continues. He went for 12 in his first. And dropped short, smashed for 6, I think. Yes-ay. .47 for Kamal. Goes aerial again. It's not going to go over the rope on the full, but it could go for 4 and bring up the half century for Kamal Arag. 51 off 33 deliveries, 8 4s, including this one, and the maximum the ball before. Back-to-back half centuries for the 25-26 Grade 2 KCC Morning League for Kamal Arag. A dot after all that excitement, getting the half century. Well, they're going to run on the fielder at point. He does have a little bobble, so safely through. Dharma Dumpa at point. This could be a chance out in the deep, getting underneath it, but the catch has been put down. Ninja, usually pretty solid in the deep. Naranjan Naik doesn't usually let those ones slip by, but this time slipped out of the hands, straight to him. So Wasim, second life for Wasim today after that run out. It should have been run out. And now dropped out in the deep. Kamal, on the other hand, keeps it along the ground out to Ninja. 13 runs coming from that over. Halfway there for Green Ink. They're 94 for 1. Follow us on our socials here at Kowloon Cricket Club for all the latest information. Facebook, Instagram, X and on YouTube. Scan the QR code today. Right, Myra, if I'm going to talk, you're going to cut me off with an advert again? No. So, halfway there, 94 for 1 on the board. Where do you think Green Ink are going to get to from here?
I'd say 160.
160?
165.
They got 10 overs left, 9 wickets in hand. They're on 94 and you're going 165. Well done. I'm going to say round 195. 100 runs from here. Of course, if they can get the big wicket of Kamal Arag shortly, 165 could be a chance. Well, that's a lovely little flick from Kamal. Picks up 4 runs. Hundred runs up for Green Ink. Another milestone. Brought up with the boundary. Doing it how we like it. Kamal's into the 60s. 61. Work to do for the Ninja in the deep. Did well. Stopped it with the boot. Saved 2 runs. Suhas bowling the 11th over. This will only be a single swatted to a wideish extra cover. Well, if they went at 10s, they were going to get to my 195, 200 mark. They've gotten for 11 this over already. 1 ball left. On the pads, going down leg for sure this time. That should be run out too, but I think that it did. And that's the end of Wasim. Big breakthrough. They finally get the run out. 3rd time's a charm for HSBC Life. Wasim Abbas departs for 24. Green Ink lose their 2nd on 105. Coming in at number 4 for Green Ink, Farouk Saeed. He had a good innings in game 1 as well. Is he playing Masters League again today? He did that last week. Had to play Masters League. I believe he did. Myra's saying he did not. Maybe he was too cooked. He's not playing today, Farouk, in the Masters League. We'll go back to KCC Match Centre and have a look at how Farouk did in the first game for Green Ink. But I do recall pretty good partnership he had, and he did. 98-run partnership with Kamal Arag last game, out for 42. They've moved the captain, Vashanth, is at mid-wicket. So picks that one up, keeps it to 1. This is a tidy over so far from Ankur Kumar. HSBC Life will be looking for one. Mara, have a scroll down here and let me know if there was the last time we had a single figure over. One's crunch through cow corner. Farouk just takes 1. It's over number 7 was the last time HSBC managed an over to go for less than double figures. Oh, can you reverse angle that one, Myra? Because that's almost taken the leg stump. Have a look at this one. Kamal just decides to let it go down the leg side. Oof. Again with the oof. And then this time, no long off in place. So he goes up and over the top of mid-off for another boundary. That's how it works. Almost lose to the leg stump. Then the next ball crunched. Suas to continue. Anchor did manage to get that over out for less than double figures. 7 runs coming from the 12th. And good running. Gets them back for 2 more. Sounding good off the bat, but it's straight out to the captain for HSBC Life, Vashant Jekka. Change of angle. Starts down leg and stays down leg. Quite a few extras today so far. That sounded good as well. Smashed it over the top of Naik's head at deep square. That, Myra, brings up Kamal Arag's 150 for the tournament so far. 2 at bats, 76 not out, 75 currently not out, 151. 151 runs. That's quite an effort so far. Oh, stand and deliver out to extra cover. One bounce, I think, just inside the ropes, so that was big. He's in a mood, and now he's got his highest score of the tournament, going past his 76 in game one for Green Ink. How's your 165 looking, Myra?
Look, the reason why I said 165 is because I thought maybe finally they'll stop dropping catches. That's what I thought.
Yeah. It was a bold call. We'll see how it plays out. At the moment, 15 runs coming off that over. My 195 is looking a lot better. Okay, 13 overs done. 7 overs remain. Green Ink, 127 for 2. Myra's currently also falling for the old trap that she can see blue sky, so it's okay. There's no tropical storm coming. Unfortunately, our broadcast is facing the wrong way because it's coming from behind us like a ninja, sneaking up on us from the east. We're looking west. And pushed across the body. Keeps it inside the trams. Back-to-back dots. We almost saw a century yesterday, right? 95. Haven't seen a century in either grade 1 or grade 2 so far in the handful of games we've played. Eric, who's eaten up 3 dots here, is the most likely so far. That's going to end the string of dots, but it's not going to be a boundary. It's only going to be 1. This is on track to be the tidiest over for HSBC Life. And it will be. Just going to be a single. Very tidy bowling. Omji Kuru with just a single coming from that over. So, Myra, that brings your 165 back into the game. If they, from here, 10 and over is still going to get them to 188. Suarez going for 15 previous over. And it'll just be one. There's a little bit of fatigue setting in for Kamal, of course. Faced 9 overs so far, Kamal Arag, 54 deliveries. And that one's just slotted, picked the gap between forward and backward square for 4. Thirteen fours, just the 2 maximums so far from Kamal, which is measured by his standards. Onto the pads, big appeal. That's got to be close. Just going down leg, says umpire Imran Arif. Watch the replay. Was pretty close if that ball was straightening. DRS might have been interesting. Umpire's call, perhaps. The umpire's call was not out, so we will continue. And this is good, apart from the boundary as well. They are pegging it back here a little bit in the later stages, HSBC Life. But with 8 wickets in hand, they can send out the big guns here, Green Ink. That was very wide. It was only just on the pitch. Good piece of keeping. Good piece of fielding off his own bowling. Keeps it to a dot. Should be the end of the over. That was another low one. Just 7 runs coming from the 15th. 5 overs remain. 135 for 2. Amanjeet Kurup. The bowl the 16th. Should bowl out here. None for 21. 20 off his first 2 overs. 1 off his third. That's going to be runs, and it could spin away down to the boundary cafe for 4 for Farouk Saeed. I'm going to put the deep third in now and bring the backward square inside the circle. Sometimes criticise ball chasing, but I think that's a pretty good idea. These two are both very strong on the offside. No long off in place either. Stays inside? No. Umpire Imran doing the calculations, the angles to see with that right arm around. $14 extras so far, 13 wides, 1 no ball. Tip and run here. It's going to be close with a direct hit. It isn't a direct hit, so Erag survives. Only 1 stump to aim at there. Nama Dumpa. Now, Erag got pinned down by the bowlers as of late. So he's happy to take a single, move to 87. Nice and full. Arrow comes a long way down, gets back just in time. Pegging it back after that early boundary. 7 runs off the over so far. That one's starting down leg, stays down leg. Agarwal, good glove work, chasing it down, but it will be another extra. The 15th. 14th wide, I think. In the end, 15th extra. And that's better. Farouk not able to beat extra cover. Good ball and played underneath it. End of the over. 8 runs coming from the 16th. Green ink 143 for 2. Arun Ramakrishnan back into the attack. 2 overs, none for 14. Erag on 87. Erag on 93. Half chance there for the Ninja, but hit too hard. And he's into the 90s. He's 93. Still not the highest score for the 25-26 season. That is Muhammad Ali from yesterday with a 95, not. But he's 7 away from a magical 3-figure knock for Kamal Erag. And that one's in the air. That's going to be back-to-back sixes. Moves to 99. The 150 comes up. 155 for 2. Boom, boom, says Kamal Erag. And that'll bring up the 100. 661, 13 runs in the over, and the 100. The first century of the 25-26 KCC Morning League. And it goes to Kamal Erag, who has now scored 176 runs in the tournament. And if he can survive another 3.5 overs, he won't have an average. Farouk on strike now. Oh, Kamal could get out here. No, misfield by Ankur. Saves him. Just a miss pickup. Kamal wanted the strike. Farouk was not interested. So far down that perhaps there was a single in it with the missed field, but as it is, it's a dot. This time it'll be one out to the deep. $14 off the over so far. One ball left to the 17th. This is in the air. It's actually going to carry over the top of one and short of the other. Just a little chip shot. They'll come back for two in the end. Finish off a big over, 16 runs coming from the 17th. Green ink, 159 for two, with Kamal Erag bringing up his century in the 17th. Zuas bowling over 18, and Farouk starts with the maximum, moves the score to, what is the score after 17.1, Myra? 165, which was her guess of the score. They were 94 for what? 94 for one after 10? And you thought, okay, they're just going to score another 70 runs. This is grade 2 KCC Morning League. You have to factor in misfields, okay? Oh, and that's going to go for four as it's glanced fine. Uses the wrists. And third inside the circle. My 200's looking pretty good again after a couple of lean overs there in the 14th and 15th. Next question is, can Kamal Erag get to 124? Well, that's going to be four more to his score as it goes down to the little red tractor. Oh, that's gone down leg. More runs. 16 off the over. Still two balls left to the 18th. That'll be a single as Vashant will do the fielding. That single brings up the half century for Suhas. 1 ball left. Oh, and there was a chance, almost fingertip it to the Ninja, but it's going to go for 4. End of the over, massive one. 21 runs coming from the 18th. Green Ink got that run rate back up to 10. They're on target for 200 here. They're 180 for 2 after 18. Arun Ramakrishnan to bowl the penultimate over for HSBC Life. Myra wasn't lying earlier. There is blue sky all around us, but I'm going to go back to check the radar. We may get through a full game, or we may have to start doing some DLS calculations depending on what Tropical Storm Mitag does. At the moment, not looking too bad, in fact. As Arun comes in, gets one past Kamal this time. 20 past 8, the outer band is still 100 kilometres away. Might even get the start of Friday Masters League on here, Myra. You're doing a double header. Exciting for you. I shall be hopefully getting home before the rain starts. And that's going to be 4 runs. Just wide of the little red tractor. Down and bounces off the sheds. Rolls down into the groundskeeper's shed. 115. You might have heard earlier I was suggesting, can Kamal get to 124? Which is a weird milestone. But that'll get him to 200 runs in the tournament. And quite a handy lead over the rest of the competition early. Green Ink playing 2 games very early on, switching to fixtures, so they're front-loaded mostly. That one's not going to beat Omjit, so just the one moves to 116. 9 legal deliveries remaining, 3 left for Ramakrishnan. He's got Farouk back on strike. He's 23 off 17. What's their partnership this time, Myra? Seriously, how did it get there so quick? I know that they've been smashing it, but 80-run partnership. Core blimey. Now I've got to go back and remember what their last one was. I said it already, but I forgot. Well, that's going to be 4 down to the scoreboard this time. Runs aplenty for Green Ink. Scooped that one off middle stump nicely. And swatted one bounce out into the deep. They got deep extra cover in place, so it'll be a 1. 4-1, 4-1. The last partnership, of course, Myra, in their first game between these two was 98. It's currently 85, yes, between these two. On the pads, a gentle appeal, but that was definitely going down leg. And a slip from Agarwal. Picks it up nicely anyway, leg by. 19 done. 191 for 2. 200 on the cards here for Green Ink. They chased down 190 in game 1 against the Craigengower Cricket Club Marcour. They did that in 18.4. They've got 191 in 19, so pretty much the same clip they went at in game 1. Right, Kamal Arag needs 8 runs to get to the 124 mark. 14 more runs this over will get them to a 100-run partnership. The Ninja gets the death over duties. Ranjan Naik, 3 overs, 1 for 23. Full one on the pads. It was worth a shout as well from the Ninja. Looked like it was going down leg, but when Kamal pivoted it, it looked like it was around the leg stump on the full. But leg by. Farouk on 28. Farouk on 34. Hit it straight over the head of the long-on fielder who was standing there. Just watched it sail on by. Did not move. Went straight over the head. They're down the non-strikers in. I don't think he's going to get to his 124 here. But a good chance they'll get to the 100 partnership. 200 going to come up. Aaron wins that one. Mara was off by only 35 to 40 odd. Oh, that's a full toss, waist height. That's a no ball free hit, and they rotated. So Kamal gets the free hit and brings 200 up as well for Green Ink with the infringement. Green Ink dugout below us is so used to this that they're not even clapping for the 200. They did clap for Kamal's century, of course. That's the free hit. Got onto Kamal a little quick, so it's just bobbled out to Kurup outside the circle at mid-wicket. Okay. 98-run partnership in Game 1. Currently a 97-run partnership in Game 2 for Green Ink. Still, that's a dot ball. It's going to be a big score, but they'll take a dot ball at this rate. 2 balls left. Green Ink winning the toss, electing to have a bat, and bat they have. Full one, smashed by Farouk. Up and over. Did it clear the rope is the only question. Yes, it did. So they bring up the 100 partnership this time. 103 of 54 deliveries. Almost a 2 runs a ball partnership. Outrageous. He got 42 in Game 1, Farouk. He's got 41 this time. These two now have over 200 runs together, 201. And that's scooped up in the air. Could it be a wicket off the final delivery? It cannot. I think the captain, was it? Putting that one down. It was. So there we go. Massive partnership of 104 runs between Farouk Saeed and Kamal Arag. Kamal not out on 117. Farouk on 42. Batting and bowling cards, please, Myra. And you can see Wasim with a good start, but then run out. And just 6 for Raheem. But these two with their 104 run partnership getting the score up to 209. Massive bowling card. Just the 2 wickets falling and only 1 from the bowlers. It was the Ninja getting the wicket early. 1 for 40 for him. And everyone else being pretty expensive as the Green Ink batters get a well-deserved round of applause as we head into the innings break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes' time with HSBC Life needing 210 for victory. More live cricket action next weekend here on KCC YouTube. On Saturday, it's Saturday Division 1 with KCC Crusaders up against USRC Lions live from 1 p.m. Then on Sunday, Premier League One Day returns with KCC Premier up against Pakistan Association Cricket Club Premier live from 10 a.m. KCC, the heart of cricket in Hong Kong.
Join Hong Kong's premier junior cricket program at KCC, catering for all ages from under 5s right through to under 17s. The KCC JCP also has a dedicated girls program for all ages. Scan the QR code to sign up today.
Innings break done here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 2 match. Green Ink putting 209 on the board. HSBC Life heading out to the middle. The captain, Vashan Jekka, along with Atul Meena, needing 210 for victory. Zah Khan is going to open the bowling for Green Ink. And I think it's time for the countdown. Game time. Zah Khan to Vashan. Green Ink looking to go 2 and zip in grade 2. HSBC Life looking to get their season underway with a win. They're going to need some big scoring though. Fast one down the leg side to start with from Zah. I think the weather should hold, and we'll keep an eye on the DLS as well. A little dab through gully down to deep third, where they do have one outside the circle. Only using one outside the circle so far in the power play, Green Ink, putting more pressure inside on the batters as Atul Meena faced first delivery. Just watches that one. See the dragonflies are buzzing around the ground. I think they're getting buzzy and ready for a wet weekend. Swings big and hard this time. Keeps it just inside the trams. Misses it all. That's why the slip's in place. Looks like the century maker, Kamal Erag, in slip. Wasim Abbas, the opener. The wicket keeper, as always for Green Ink. Oh, tries to use the wrists on that one and almost feathers it to Wasim. Winds up, top of the bat though, goes nowhere. Tidy start for Zah Khan. Just the 2 runs coming from the first HSBC Life, 2 for none. Leading another 208 at 10.95. Vice captain for Green Ink, Bharat Ganshani. Bowl over number 2. Pace and spin combo, which we saw in game 1 as well. I was talking to the Ninja in the innings break, and when he fell over at one point with a slippery run-up, he's got a big gash in his shin. So I don't know if he'll bat today, unless absolutely necessary. He was limping around during the innings break. Keep an eye on that. It's not spin from Burrett. It's just the slow seam down leg side to start with. And again, as Vashant just dances around that one, happy to take the extras, as many as they can. Try to chase down this massive score. So far, 75% of the runs for HSBC Life coming in extras. That's chopped up over the infield, safe with no deep cover in place. Plugs though, so it will be cut off. Good running. Get back for 2. Oh, it sounded nice off the bat. And it is. Goes for 4. First boundary for the captain and HSBC. Oh, big swing and an inside edge. Kamal Erag's that backward square inside the circle. Keeps it to 1. Good start so far for HSBC Life, especially this over. 9 runs so far. A scoop out and work to do. Apologies. Just had to step out from broadcast and a wicket fallen. Zarkhan getting the first. I thought the Ninja wasn't going to bat with the sore leg, but you don't have to run too far if you're going to smash a boundary to start with. 4 runs as it starts to get very overcast here at Kowloon Cricket Club. With that wicket falling, the DLS has pushed on up for HSBC Life. It's at 27 now. Of course, we have to get 5 overs in minimum for a match to count. So green ink especially, we're looking to get through these first 5 overs quickly. The Ninja's had a big over. 12 off 4 now. He's going at 300s. The maximum losing a ball. I think we might have got it back though. So after 3, HSBC Life 24 for 1. DLS par score 31. Bharat Gansani. 10 off the first for Ganjani. And that one's been deposited for a maximum as well. The captain decides he wants to get the runs flowing and trying to get up over the top of the DLS par score at least, and they're pretty much on track at the moment. This is an 18-run partnership in 5 balls, Myra. That's a pretty handy knock. Need to go on with it because, I mean, they still need another 180 from here, but good start. Change of angle for Bharat. They've got the deep forward square in a catching position and a long off. And that's going to get cut off by the third inside the circle, so just a single. But it's going to bring the Ninja back on. It's going at 300s. 12 off 4. Forward square's moved more around towards a deep mid-wicket position as well. Over the top, a middle stump. That one, Ninja missed it all. He wanted to put that one again onto Jordan Path. Watch on the replay how close it did go over the top of the stumps. Oof, awfully close. Another oof from me. Third, oof. It's those reverse angle replays you're running, Myra. I'm getting excited. I like it. Comes down the pitch this time. And no one at Cow. There is Farouk Saeed coming around at Cow corner, so they do have two out the deep on this side. And keeps that one to a single. Scoop up and along the ground. Oh, a direct hit. That would have been interesting. As it is, Zarkhan not able to exact the run out. End of the over. It started big, slowed down in the end. 9 runs coming from the fourth. HSBC Life 33 for 1. Zarkhan to bowl a third inside the power play. 2 overs, 1 for 14 so far. Oh, and squares Vashant up. Myra's asking, was that an oof ball? It was an okay ball. It was a good ball, but it wasn't oofy in the fact that it was close to hitting the stumps. It was close to hitting the outside edge of Jekka's bat, though. Gets a whole lot more on that one, though, as it scooped up over the top. Runs up the driveway for 4. Trying to stay on track with that DLS. There or thereabouts still. Open the blade. Inside the power play, nobody out there. And protecting the leg side with the 2 outside the circle. Which is where this one's heading. And Farouk, who's been involved in 200 plus runs partnership in 2 games with Kamal Arag, does the fielding. Lots of pitches on this one. No scoop up out through backward point this time. Smashed away for another 4. And the Ninja strikes again. Again, along the ground out to Farouk. 4-1, 4-1. Oh. Ninja backed up a long way there. And Captain Kashif keeps it to a dot, so it will be 11 runs. No, 10 runs it should be, Myra. They should be 43 for 1 after 5. DLS now in play as the 5 overs have been bowled, and DLS par at the moment is 47. Well, he's got himself a century. Can he get himself a bag full of wickets as well, Kamal Arag? to bowl. Did he bowl in the first game for Green Ink? I don't remember. But you and I don't remember anything, Myra, because there's too many Morning League games. I'd already forgotten that Muhammad Ali scored a 95 yesterday. So
HSBC's first game this season?
it is the first game for HSBC Life, who play in Grade 2. HSBC were scheduled to play earlier, but the ground condition meant we couldn't play. So they got rescheduled to next Thursday, which is when we have a super typhoon. Will we get a game on Chingy Smashers versus HSBC next Thursday? I'm not hopeful. I'm hopeful that I do wish that they would play, but I'm not confident as Kamal comes in. Myra says she's super confident it'll be on, but I also know that Myra doesn't know what a HKO app is to look at the weather forecast. So these Gen Zs can't get your weather reports from TikTok, okay?
The typhoon would not disrupt the morning league.
I fear it will. And on that, Kamal's just been punched for a 4. Beautifully timed, placed through cover. Just a metre or so from the cover fielder, but absolutely smoked. Watch a replay of this one as the Ninja just guides it through cover. Back live. Oh, that sounded big. And it's something out the back, something out of the ground. Made a big thud. Didn't sound like flesh. I think it's hit a box or something, or the path or shed. What's the Ninja up to? 28 off 11. Bang. Off it goes. A slight delay. 50 runs up for HSBC as well, 53 for 1, and it's the first time I've seen this morning that they're ahead of DLS. DLS after 5.5 is 51. Interesting. Wickets are going to be needed. Of course, that really tanks the DLS as it gets gloomier and gloomier. Still got 14.5 overs remaining. And if we keep losing cricket balls, it's going to slow everything down. And the problem, Myra, while we wait for that ball for next Thursday's Grade 1 match, Chingy Smashers versus HSBC, isn't Thursday's weather. For I believe the weather might actually be good enough to play. It's the fact that the day before, if we've got T10 or T8, can't put the covers on. It's illegal. So the centre wicket will be bare and open to the elements. We shall see. That's future Aaron and future Myra's problem. At the moment, Green Ink have a slight problem. They need to break this 41-run partnership between Vashant Jekareddy and Niranjan Naik. They decided to bring the forward square in, I think. No, yes, they are. Which makes sense because they keep putting it over the top of his head, so he might as well be in saving singles. Zahar Khan's now at cow corner, wideish deep mid-wicket. Farouk's a backward square inside the circle. Oh, a chop down. How did that one not... There's an oof ball, Myra, if ever we've seen one. I want a replay. Let's have a look. How close was this chop down onto the stumps? Oof. Oof. Just missing that off stump. Doesn't miss out on this one. This time, Vashant goes big through forward square. Another maximum. They're powering along. 60 for 1. Still one ball left to the power play. And Kamal Erag did plenty of this to HSBC Life in the first innings, but now getting a little bit of just desserts. A little bit of karma. And so he's taken for plenty. That's a beautiful stroke. Watches it head towards the palm tree. And it's going to be another one. Wow, 3 maximums and a 4 in that over. 23 in total. Power play done. HSBC Life going at 11s. They're 66 for 1. Half-century partnership brought up with this maximum. Picked it up off. Deposited backward of square. Nice short boundary. Often targeted in the morning league, of course. There's the 50 partnership off just 22 deliveries. Racing along. Looks like Rehan Khan new into the side for Green Ink today to bowl the 7th over. Starts with some heat, but over the head. Call of wide from square leg. Umpire Atif Hussain says Rehan will need to re-bowl that one. That one is wide, but not over the head. Wide, too wide. Outside off. It's a better this time. Still dropping it in quite short. Ninja giving himself a little bit of room. Just dots it back to Rehan. It is very still and quite dark here at KCC for 9:16 a.m. I just feel like at any point it could start drizzling. A little bit of gust of wind as well. Back. Oh, he's missed all of that there. No, the Ninja might have taken it on the arm. Good comeback. Couple of dots after a couple of wides. They're still targeting that backward square for 6. They got Farouk lurking. Deep leg. He's not obviously that fine because you can't see him on screen, and he's now being brought inside the circle, and they're going to push square leg back. Zarkhan's still out at deep mid-wicket, and Captain Kashif is at cow corner. They've also got a deep cover and deep third. Just watching that delivery side on from Rehan, and again, just like we saw in the first innings, that front foot area is very slippery on the AstroTurf today. Sliding forward with the front foot. Takes the single. Slowing it down, which is good for Green Ink. Oh, and then just a bit of a mix-up, allowing a second. We're still ahead of DLS, HSBC Life. Cut away, backward of point, work to do for deep third. Can't cut it off, down to the boundary cafe. More runs for Vashant as he moves to 39. He's going at 200s. Nike's going at 200s. Which obviously is what they need, but you add the extras in and they're pulling away. Comparison, I'll give you the comparison. Myra will put the worm up at the end of this over. But HSBC Life currently ahead. Tip and run single as Vashant will retain strike. End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. HSBC Life 76 for 1 after 7. You can see the red line ahead of the green line. 57 for 1 at this point was Green Ink. Now we know they put on 113 runs in the final 10 overs, 94 in the first. But HSBC Life doing as good as they can here. 12 runs ahead of DLS. Another change in bowling. Moiz Mohammed didn't see with the bat today, not necessary, but will be bowling over number 8 for Green Ink. Deep third's been brought inside the circle so they can put a long off in place. 3 on the leg side, 2 on the off. One to turn back in and save the wide. What had Waseem do there? Waseem's somehow kicked the stumps or something. I think Moyes has started with 2 googlies. Comes in, looks like he's bowling the leg spin. And then it's turning into the batter. Good one again. Almost chopped down onto the stumps. This is what Green Ink need. They're not going to generate the wickets. They need to pull the runs back. Full, it drops, but work to do. The forward square can't cut that off. So the pressure relieved again as Nike moves to 34. That one's gone straight over the head. They put the forward square at deep square, straight over the top for a maximum. 3 runs off the first, 1 run off the first 3 balls, and then 10 off the next 2. Back live. Oh, and has he done it too many times? It's just going to fall one bounce short, and then it's skidded through the deep square fielder. So the Ninja goes bang, bang, bang to finish off the over. 15 coming from it after 8. HSBC Life 91 for 1.
Follow us on our socials here at Kowloon Cricket Club for all the latest information. Facebook, Instagram, X and on YouTube. Scan the QR code today.
Rayan Khan to continue. Vashant back on strike, 41 off 22. Oh, this could be out if it hits. It didn't, and they're now going to get the run that wasn't there to start with. Ninja generating a leg by. Captain wants a little chat with the Ninja. All good. 80-run partnership now off 35. One getting to angle back in. A miss from Wasim. Farouk cleans up in the end. A leg by and a bye to start with. Missed chance to run out. Rayhan just throwing that first one over the top of the stumps. Probably could have underarmed it. But in the end, that was a leg bye. That one was a bye. It was a good ball, though. Is this the one? Farouk Saeed gets underneath it, takes the catch, and that's the end of the captain, Vashanth. He departs for 41. 81-run partnership comes to an end. HSBC Life lose their second on 93. See for the replay, scooped up in the air. Farouk gets underneath it. He's never going to drop that one. And yes, a big 81-run partnership comes to an end. Anka Kuma comes to the crease to join Naranjan Naik. And Rayhan gets the breakthrough. This has been a good start for the second over. And one thing we did see last year, Myra, with HSBC Life, they would always get off to blistering starts. But after their first 3 or 4 wickets fell, they really fell away. And they've still got Dharma Dumpa to come. He can certainly hit a big ball, but they're not quite at the halfway mark of the run chase. So now Anka Kuma needs to take over from the captain as Rayhan comes in for his 4th delivery. And he sprays that one down leg. That was smoked, but straight to mid-off. Bharat Ganshani there. No, it's Raheem, I should say, wearing his brother's shirt. Is that Bharat next to him at extra cover? Or am I just going to name every single fielder until I get Bharat right? No, that is Ganshani at extra cover. A big swing, but a swing away ball from Rayhan. Very nice. Still ahead on DLS though, HSBC Life. They've got a few balls here to get the new partnership forming. Goes up and over the top of Raheem's head this time. Should chase it down to the long boundary. Gets it just inside. And they'll jog on back for 2. Kumar will get off the mark. And that's the end of a successful over for Green Ink. 9 done, HSBC Life. 96 for 2. Moiz Mohammed to continue. Was very tidy in his first 3 balls, and then he got an injured who is on strike, so they can continue their battle. And there's one that we saw a bit in that first over. You can get it to pitch. It's really difficult to tell if he's going to bowl the googly or the leg spinner. Might be a chance of a stumping if Naranjan decides to go for a walk down as he does, but then he backs it off as Moyes drops it in short and says, okay, I don't need to come down the pitch for that one. I'll put it onto Jordan Path. And that's a 50 up for Nike. 50 off 22. The Ninja brings up the 100 for HSBC Life as well. And that's how we like it. Do it with a maximum. Double milestone with a big bang onto Jordan Path. Back live. And he's done it again. Not as big this time, but same result. Umpire Atif Hussain does the jig to signal the 6. Oh, he's gone for a hat-trick. Bang, 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 bang. You can see the players down there telling a little girl that maybe you go sit in the dugout because you're in danger. Because the Ninja is peppering that forward square position. And so she's now taken refuge in the green in dugout, wisely so. Okay, new ball gathered. Hat-trick of 6s to the Ninja. I have to get my binoculars out and have a look at the scoreboard, Myra. What's his strike rate? 258. 62 off 24. How many 6s has he hit now? 6. Oh, and almost pops it back to Moyes, but over his head down to long off for a single. Damage done already this over though. 19 coming from it. Got past the halfway mark as well in the run chase. This over. Under triple figures required. 95 left as we reach the halfway mark. And we know, as I've said it many a time, as Ankur Kumar puts it hard and wide towards the little red tractor. But it will get cut off by Raheem. And it'll be a single. Kumar will retain strike. 20 off the over. Halfway there. 10 done, 10 remain. HSBC Life 116 for 2. Needing 94 at 9.4. That's an interesting stat, Myra. They need 94 more runs in the final 10 overs. And if you look at the comparison, what did Green Ink score in their first 10 overs?
94 for 1.
94. So even battle as Rehan Khan continues. Fabulous second over. Wicket, just the 5 runs coming from it, most of them extras. Lofted, calls of catch it. The captain, Kashif Shams, comes around, falls just at his toes, and the attempt meant he overran it. And it's going to be a 4. First boundary for Anchor. Runs are plenty today. We're going to see 400 runs scored today, perhaps, Myra. That's a big day. It's a nice stroke. It wasn't far away from holding out, though. Fuller. And, rare misfield from Farouk Saeed at backward square has allowed another 4. So he's got 2 boundaries in 2 balls with 2 misfields. It is grade 2. We saw plenty of misfields and drop catches in the first innings as well. So a bit of payback. That went straight to Farouk. Well, it went straight to and straight through. He can only go back and pick it up from over the rope, send it back to Rehan. Now, too much effort ball. Drags down the leg side. 125 for 2. My feeling is if these two are still out in the middle at the 15 over mark, HSBC Life might just chase this down. Oh, that was hit hard. And a good piece of diving fielding from Raheem. Parries it to Kashif. Keeps it to 1. But now the Ninja's back on strike. With his 250 strike rate. And his injured shin. He got a big gash. So he probably doesn't want to cop one on the pads. Need to restart that one from Khan. Oh, massive outside edge. And another misfield. It's going to allow another boundary. The deep third was there. The top spinner from the Ninja spins away. And the third 4 of the over. Back live. Oh, that's a perfectly good delivery. Get away. A bit of an inside edge onto the pad for a single. But damage done with 3 misfields. 15 off the over. Oh, it's going to be called leg by. No inside edge. Oh, that's in the air, and it's going to just 1 bounce to Raheem this time. Him and Barrett were converging, but picks the gap, takes the single, end of the 11th. HSBC Life, 132 for 2. They need 78 more runs off 54 deliveries, which equates to 8.67 per over. And the captain pulling the trigger, bringing himself onto the attack, trying to break another burgeoning partnership. 39 runs now between Ankur Kumar and Naranjan Naik. No hurry here to get this over started. If you want the DLS, not that it seems like it's going to rain before we finish this game off. Currently it's 104, so HSBC Life well ahead. Shift starts down leg, and the extras starting to mount. That's very full. We could see all three stumps though. Good comeback ball though after the wide. Gets that one just up on middle stump instead of down leg. Could cause troubles, but it's a bit shorter this time and perhaps didn't bounce as much as Kumar was expecting. Back-to-back dots. Handy. Run rate at the start was 10.5. It's pushed down, required now. Oh, is that lucky or unlucky? Depends who it's for. The required run rate at the moment is 8.88. And as usual, when I point out some sort of math trivia, Myra gives me a tisk. Not big on the math stats, is our Myra. More about the exciting cricket. Oh, there's some exciting cricket as it heads out towards the little red tractor. And it will be cut off by Raheem. He comes around from long off. And in the end, it's just a 1. Now, Nike to face Kashif for the first time today. Oh, what a good delivery that was. Nothing the Ninja could do apart from just cut that one down and keep it out from hitting middle stump. Probably need to find a wicket though, green ink. Not just good balls. Oh, that's an appeal. That's got to be close. That is close. The finger goes up by umpire Imran Arif and the Ninja departs for 67. Said that Kashif needed to find a wicket. He does immediately. He gets the third. HSBC Life 134 for 3. Amjit Kurup to the crease at number 5. And now we'll see what HSBC Life have for the 25-26 season, because this is where it started to get nervy at times for them after massive starts. The platform set. Can they take it home? Kurup facing Kashif. And a swing and a miss outside off. What an over that was. A wicket and just the 2 runs coming in the 12th. HSBC Life 134 for 3. Farouk Saeed to bowl over number 13 with his captain getting the team back in the game. The big wicket of Niranjan Naik. And now Farouk with that 100-plus run partnership in the first innings. Well, this could be a wicket straight away, straight up in the air. Wasim gets underneath it. No worries for him. And that's the end of Kumar for 14. 2 quick wickets. And Green Ink are right back in this one. HSBC Life lose their 4th on 134. Well, if Green Ink get the win, I don't see how Farouk could probably steal the player of the match from Kamal Erag. How many wickets do you think you'd need, Myra? How many wickets plus his, what did he get, 40-something?
I think he needs at least 4 more.
So you reckon he needs to get 5 wickets?
Yep.
So if he gets Michelle to go with his 100-run partnership, he's getting player of the match. So if he gets 4 for, you're still giving it to Kamal. This is all hypothetical because we're just waiting to see who was coming out to bat. It's the wicketkeeper out to the crease, Mukesh Agarwal. Starts with a 2. And the finger goes up. Well, Farouk's got 2 now in his first over. And a very short cameo of 2 off 2 comes to an end for Mukesh. Caught behind. Finger went up very quickly by umpire Atif Hussain. It's going to bring Dharmadupa to the crease at number 7. So Farouk got 42, which is what he got in the first game as well, except he got out. 42 not out. Kamal got 117 not out. So far, Kamal bowled 1 over and got smashed for 23. And Farouk's got 2. That'll just be a single. Gansani does the fielding from backward square. So Dharma gets off the mark. And Om looking to get off the mark himself. Cut away in the air, but a vacant cover infield. So out to the deep. No second in that one. Quickly sent back. Yeah, a good ball as well to finish it off. 2 wickets, 4 runs. Coming in the 13th, HSBC Life, 138 for 5. Kashif to continue. Murray decides to rotate through all the cameras. But in the end, that was a handy one, as it was popped out to Zar Khan. One bounce, though. taking us on a tour of the KCC cameras there, were you, Mara? You missed number 4. Kashif was successful in his first over. Oh, has he got an edge on that one? He has. And Kashif's got 2. And HSBC Life are in all sorts of trouble now. They lose Dharmadumpa for 1. They're 139 for 6. Guided it. And a good diving catch from Wasim. Many might not have got there, especially in grade 2, but up to the challenge. He's got 2 catches now, 3 catches now. Half the wickets to Wasim Abbas. Farouk perhaps saying, Kashif, can you stop taking wickets? I want to get player of the match. I need to get back on and take another 3, according to Mara. There's only 4 wickets left to get. As out to the middle, Ganesh Shetty at number 8. So still to bat, Ramakrishnan. Who else? So after this, still Patel, Ramakrishnan, and one other. We'll see what order they come out. If any more wickets fall, Captain Kashif's got 2. And nicely played by Ganesh along the ground. Zahar Khan. You cut away from that one too quickly, Mara, because he did a somersault deliberately just to probably be on camera. Yeah, throw a... See if we've got a last ball replay on that camera. No, he'd already done the somersault and he was asking for an applause. It was very good. Unnecessary. It's like a full front somersault. And slashed away down to deep third. Gets the body behind it this time. Makes no mistake. It's just going to be a single along the ground out through square. One ball left to the 14th, and the par score has gone up over HSBC score now because of the wickets falling. Current DLS is 147. And a charge from over the top of middle stump from Kashif. Another over, another wicket to Kashif Shams and Green Ink after 14. HSBC Life 142 for 6. Farouk looking to get his Michelle so he can pick up player of the match. Starts with a dot over the top of the stumps. That's hit nicely along the ground to Kashif. Speaking of Kashif and Farouk, I was talking to them at the innings break, and Kashif was giving me a hard time. Felt like I didn't get excited enough when Farouk hit his 6. I was explaining. He was on 28. So I said, Farouk Saeed on strike on 28. Then he went bang, and I went, I'm Farouk Saeed on 34. So I was just trying to give an update, and he smashed a 6 too quickly on me. It was a good 42 not out from Farouk. Tidy, keeping the pressure on. The run rate required is now exactly 2 a ball. Remember, it was No wickets so far this over for Farouk. And that one's along the ground and should be safely navigated as well. So it will be 7 runs coming from the 15th. We've got 5 overs to go. HSBC Life needing 61 at 12.2. They're 149 for 6. All right. The man that probably will get player of the match, Kamal Erag, back into the attack. Got smacked around in his first over, going for 23. New batters. 150 up for HSBC Life. Well, that's nicely scooped up. That's not going to get cut off by Kashif in the deep. Beautiful 4 from Omjit, keeping them in the game. This game's going deep. Already 350 runs scored today. Charges, work to do for Rahan. He gets there on the one bounce and saves 3. In the air again, out to the deep, a chance for Rahim. He takes the catch. That's the end of Ganesh Shetty. And the 7th wicket falls for HSBC Life on 155. Kamal gets a wicket to go with his 117 runs. And it's going to bring Keo Patel to the crease at number 9. Seesawing game. You thought after the first innings, Green Ink probably had it. Then for the first 12 overs of the second innings, HSBC Life seemed to be in cruise mode. But the wickets have slowly tumbled and quickly tumbled. As Patel signs us up where everyone is. And Kamal. The pivot should get 4 out of that one. Does. Keeping themselves in it, keeping it at that roughly 12 runs and over. It's the wickets in hand that's an issue now. 2 more batters to come. Arun Ramakrishnan, who we've seen plenty of times in Morning League, and the debutant for HSBC Life, Suhas, will come out at number 11. And again, pretty much rinse and repeat, same thing, 4 more runs. Wow. 14 runs and a wicket coming in the 16th. HSBC Life, 163 for 7, needing another 47, a tick under 2 a ball now. Farouk to bowl a third. 2 for 11 now after going for 7 in his second over. Omjit's still out there. He's been out there for only 8 deliveries, but he's seen a few of his batting partners depart. Crunches it hard, work to do. Splits the gap perfectly through cow corner. Another 4. That's a hat-trick of 4s for HSBC Life. We saw a hat-trick of 6s earlier from the Ninja. And then these 2 combining for 3 4s in a row. 43 required. Scoops out again. Raheem in the deep. Almost trying to trick them into going for a second with a slow pickup. And Patel was wise. Umjeet wanted to go. Raheem with the big strong arm from the deep sent it down to the keeper instead. So it's just a 1. And that's again the same result. Well, they need to go at 12 and over. They've got 6 off 3 deliveries so far. 3.5 overs left. Umjeet up in the air, calls a catch. Is Zarkhan into it, puts the hand up and carries it over. I saw he got his hand to it, the dugout, but he must have been just on the rope or over the rope. Big. Wow, millimetres there. Zarkhan got to it. Here we go on the replay. He put the hand up. Did he snaffle it or did it go through the hands? I'm not sure. Okay, in the air, another chance. Rahan gets underneath it. He takes the catch. The big hitting Kurup has to depart. Out for 20. 12 runs off the over, but a wicket again to Farouk Saeed. HSBC Life, 175 for 8. Well, Farouk gets a third. Arun Ramakrishnan to the crease at number 10. Kamal Arag. That one scooped out through forward square. Arun gets a single. Patel, he's looked pretty handy off 3 deliveries, 2 fours to his name. That was all backward of square. And it was... Well, that one's going straight. That's big. That's all the way, a maximum. Kale Patel goes bang. 27, 2 wickets in hand. 2.4 overs remaining. This time pushes it out on the offside. Farouk Saeed's over there now and keeps it to 1. 8 off the over. Oh, it's cut in the air to point and a direct hit is out. It is a direct hit. It is out. The finger goes up from square leg and a disaster there. The run out. Patel out for 16 and the 9th wicket falls for HSBC on 184. Well, I went for a single that wasn't there. It was hit straight to point. And what a direct hit it was. Just got confirmation. Moise Mohammed was the one with the direct hit with 1 stump to aim at. And could have very much put green ink in the winning position here. But there's always a but. It's a dot to finish with. There's a chance of penalties as Green Ink have gone past their allotted time, I think in 1 minute's time. So whether there's going to be a penalty or 2 over penalty, we will see. Or not, because the wickets have fallen. With 2 wickets fallen, slowed everything down. A little bit of extra time allowed. 1 wicket, 26 runs. Arun Ramakrishnan facing Farooq Saeed. He's not going to get his Michelle. There's not enough wickets left to get one, but he's got 3 for already. Calls of 2. Rahan comes running in to Cow corner. He's thrown it. It's out. The game is done. A mix-up in the middle, and it's going to be a victory here for Green Ink. The run-out exacted. Rahan Khan, big pick-up, throw-in. Farooq makes no mistake. And in the end, HSBC are going to fall 25 runs short. It's going to be a 24-run victory for Green Ink today. They're going to go top of the table with 2 wins to their name. But what a game it was today. Player of the match going to Kamal Erag, which is not surprising, to be honest. I was hoping it was going to go another over. Kamal got to bowl and got hit for at least 5 runs, and then he would have had a century and a half century. He went for 1 for 45 off the 3. It didn't matter. He did the damage, getting 117, not out. We're going to have a look at the batting and bowling card, please, Myra, and wrap up this week's KCC Morning League matches. There's the batting card, and 4 at the top there, doing great. The captain, Jekka, with the 41. The Ninja, 67 until LBW to the captain, Kashif. A 20 to Kurup, 14 to Kumar, and Patel at the end, a cameo of 16, almost getting HSBC Life there, but falling short in the end. The bowling card for Green Ink today. 3 for Farooq Saeed, 2 for the captain, Kashif, and singles for Rehan, Erag and Zar Khan, but I mentioned to Rehan as well, took a late catch and did the last wicket run out, so was involved in more wickets than that. Green Ink will take the spoils here at KCC, their second match, and go a chop, grade 2 for the 25-26 season. Green Ink victors by 24 runs. Weather held off today. I'm not sure about next week, but if it does, we've got 2 more matches. Grade 1, Chingy Smashers up against HSBC, and then there'll be a grade 2 match on Friday as well. But until then, from Myra Baluch in broadcast, Aaron Bush signing off.